Hello YouTubers, today we're talking about DPF filters. Now I have a car behind me and the warning engine light came on, car lost power, it said engine malfunction. So, plugged it in and it basically said that the fluid at the back for the particle filter was low. So basically what's happened is, it could have been low, it could have been empty for months, but obviously it hasn't been cleaning itself, so all the crap's been in it. It's now more or less blocked. That's why the car has lost power, so we now need to basically replace it or refill the box. They can be tricky, they are annoying to do, and they can even be hard to find. But I'm going to show you, there's a good tip I'm going to show you on how to know if you've actually got one, because some diesel cars don't have a separate tank. You have to put stuff in the diesel. Some cars physically have a tank, so I'm going to show you which ones, how to basically know, and what stuff to use and how to do it. Crack on. Now, to basically know if you've got one, you have on you, when you open your petrol filler cap, you have a little magnet, and that little magnet is what basically shoves in all the stuff. It's what tells the car when you close it and that, and it picks it up. It tells the car to just squirt a bit of stuff in. So if you've got these little magnets in your car, you know that you have a tank underneath. So let's get this on the lift, have a look at the tank and see what we can do. I forgot to say this is a 2009 Ford Focus 1.6 diesel. So let's focus out on the lift. Let's see where the bottle is. Okay YouTubers, now as you can see, if I just pan down a bit, you have the fuel tank there, which is, you could say, just, well, in the middle of the car, you could say. And just at the back of the fuel tank, you see this other little black tank, which is where the cleaner stuff goes into. And then just as we keep coming on, that is the wheel well where the spare wheel goes to. So you're looking for the black tank in the middle of the two. Now, basically, you can see a pipe hanging down here. That is an overflow pipe. And then right next to it here, we have the filler pipe. So what we need to do is we need to take off this clip here, so when we pour the stuff in, air can come out. It just means the fluid goes in a hell of a lot quicker. And then we need to take off this clip and we can pump in the stuff. So it's as simple as that. Obviously I've got it on the lift, so it makes it a lot easier. But that's the tank, so we'll get the stuff, we'll start filling it and see what happens. Now one thing I do want to say is when you take off the little cap here on the overflow pipe, it's going to be under a little bit of pressure. As you can see, a little bit of crap fluid came out, so don't particularly worry about that. You will get that, so just be aware, you know, don't put your face too close to it. When you take off that, you will get a little bit. As you can see, it's just a little bit on my hand, not a hell of a lot, but you don't want to get it in your eyes or your mouth or anything. And this is a little clip, so it comes in two parts. This little blue bit in the middle, all you got to do is get a screwdriver either end of it, pull it out. As you can see, this little cap comes off. Same again with the other one. I'm going to take off both the caps, then I'm going to show you how I refill it. We'll keep the camera on, but it's just very difficult to do everything and film at the same time. But anyway, so there we go. Two of these little caps, very simple to take off. A little bit of fluid will piss out, don't worry about that. Then we'll get on to filling it. Now as you can see, this is a setup I'm using. I've left the overflow pipe obviously just hanging, and I've put my pipe into obviously the feed. And as you can see, we come down here and I've got this little cheap pump I got from Aldi's or Lidl's, I can't remember now which one it was. I think it was only a few quid, 20 euros or something like that. Have my battery, so obviously it's 12 volts, so we have to power it from the battery. And what I'm using is, put that this way, is JLM refill fluid. So it's a DPF refill fluid. That's what I'm using on this particular car. It is expensive, but it is good stuff. So, you know, you get what you pay for at the end of the day. So what I'm going to do now is get this pipe here, which is obviously on my pump, stick it in the top of the fluid, and then go. So you just have a quick look at this setup again. There's my pump, there's my fluid. Now obviously it is important to make sure you got your pump going the right way. You're not pumping into this, we're sucking out of this and we're pumping into this tank here. So just literally turn this on and watch it go. As we can see, now I'm going to turn it off because that's obviously going really fast. But you can see, well, hopefully you could see how quick that was going. Now I'm gonna have to be careful because once it gets too full, it comes out of here. So I'm not gonna be able to hold the camera and use the pump at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna literally turn the pump back on now and wait until it comes out of the overflow. If you've got a squeezy bottle, you can use a squeezy bottle as well. So you just put the end in and you have to, with your hand, squeeze the bottle. Obviously it's gonna take longer, but these little cheap pumps from Lidl's or Aldi's, I can't remember, they're great. For what they are, they're very good. I use it for a lot of stuff. Now you can see, obviously, where the fluid is coming back. So I'm gonna turn this on till it comes out the overflow. I'll turn the camera back on then once we are full. Now just let you know, you have to be quite quick because basically I put 2 litres in this, that's all I had, and just literally right at the end it started coming out of here. But as soon as you disconnect the filler pipe, the stuff automatically starts coming out. So you have to put your finger on it and you have to put this little, these just push back. You just put the clips in and they just literally push back like a button. So you have to put them on quite quick because otherwise half your fluid will come back out. So that's just something to be aware of. Basically, as you can see, well, obviously I got a bit of fluid all over the place because it came out, but not to worry. Now with this little pump, like I said, it is brilliant. It saves an absolute unbelievable amount of time. I mean, I put 2 litres in this, I'd say in about 10-15 seconds it went through it. Absolutely flew through it, which is brilliant. So yeah, look, that's basically it. Very simple. Now what I'm gonna have to do with this particular car is I'm gonna have to drive this up and down the road because, like I said, it's completely blocked. This basically needs a good drive now because the stuff will keep dumping in it. I think it's every so many miles it puts a bit of stuff in it and it keeps it clean, blah 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 blah. Obviously this one is blocked, so we're gonna have to give it a bit of a drive, let it clean out. You might see a big cloud of black smoke come out and then you'll have power back. It could take 5 minutes, it could take half an hour, just depends. I've had a couple here and I've done them in a couple of minutes as I've been driving, but I can remember I did one, I think it was on a Mondeo, and it took over a day, literally just keeping the car running, doing a few little bits, and then it basically kicked itself in. If it doesn't happen after a couple of days, then you might be in trouble, but you should hopefully do it within a couple of hours. You should be able to be power back. Look, hope it helps. Thumbs up the video and subscribe, and don't forget to get your hands dirty. See you for the next one.